Good afternoon, everyone, or hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Tanya Telfair LeBlanc, and my colleague, a dear colleague, is Dr. Robert Kim-Farley. We are creating a video to talk to you about a book that we have written that was published recently, and it concerns an area that we should all have interest in, and it's called Public Health Emergencies, Case Studies, Competencies, and Essential Services of Public Health. We have another chapter that addresses access and functional needs, things like people with chronic diseases. Many people in the United States are on medication, one or two medication for chronic diseases. What do you do in a shelter when you have these kinds of individuals that need their prescriptions need to be addressed? That chapter also deals with persons with disabilities, access and functional needs, persons that speak different languages. And so it covers a plethora of different access and functional needs that need to be considered when you're developing a public health emergency plan for a community. Um, Bob, I want you to jump in here. I
Sure.
don't want to hog the
And
platform.
well, I think also, I mean, you've done such a wonderful job in outlining some of the, I think, highlights that the book brings up. But I've found then, and we some of the responses of people who have been reading the book and are using it in the classroom setting, for
Mhm,
example, the fact that it really brings that vibrancy of real practical application of public health principles to the emergency setting.
mhm,
And I think especially because it's using the 2021 Masters in Public Health foundational competencies as
mhm,
a basis. I mean, that's exactly what in the academic setting people are looking for to make sure that students end up with those competencies
mhm,
being able to be achieved. And I think also by using the 10 essential public health services and the core competencies, it also is very accessible to public health departments that are
mhm,
planning to put on courses or lectures in public health preparedness. The book lends itself to that opportunity to address specifically issues as well as broad-based issues that public health departments, public health professionals need to know in terms of being able to be prepared for public
mhm,
health emergencies. And another exciting part of the book I think is fun is to where it's forward looking, talking about future things. Some of these
mhm,
already obviously in our situation of volcanoes,
mhm,
of uh, war and civil disturbances,
mhm.
and even talking about far into the future, perhaps, hopefully not in our time, but is asteroid, for example, collision near
Mhm.
Earth objects that could be potentially a very major public health emergency, and how do we even
Mhm.
begin to address that? So I think that's another exciting thing about the book, that it really takes us from current situations that have occurred to even looking to the future about, again, how do those same competencies, how do
Mhm.
those same public health essential functions are going to serve us well, even in these
Mhm.
things that we can't be even anticipate coming into the
That's
future.
that's right. And just sort of following up on your sort of academic perspective, if when sometimes when a student is taking courses in public health, they may not know exactly what they want to do. They may have a vague idea. But what we have done is brought actual responses and delivered a summary of actual responses, and then shown what individuals have done in those responses, and then linked that with the competencies and skills that students would need to function in those roles based on the essential services of public health and the public health competencies. And I don't think any other book has done that.
Well, it's been our pleasure to be with you today, and we hope you will share with us the excitement that we have about this book.
Mhm.
And again, back to Tanya for the final words that she may have from her side.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for listening. I know your time is valuable, and we understand that how busy everybody is, and working hard to try to keep our families going. But public health emergency preparedness is for everyone, and we certainly appreciate that you took a little bit of time to listen to what we have to say about information that we want to share with you. Thank you so much.